here what happens is this comes only with reference to this question. What is it that makes me commit a sin suddenly, commit a crime so suddenly, in spite of the fact I am not by my proclivity or inclination, I am not a criminal. And suddenly I commit a crime. See, these are the criminals, they are different. But how is a criminal first made? He has never been a criminal earlier. So first time he has become a criminal. So how does he become a criminal? This is because he may not have done any crime in this birth, but he had done it in his earlier birth. So that became a vasana. And that vasana is part of the guna, the tamoguna. There is full of this violence, the rajoguna. There is full of violence and all that. So that guna became predominant in this birth. And because of that, I was subjected to desires. When somebody is doing a kill him that fellow. So I became a criminal. And that is why I felt it was all in a momentary fit. There is no mistake. When somebody commits suicide or when somebody commits a sudden, unpremeditated crime, it happens very, very suddenly. It was not because it was this. It is all due to the vasana. That's why I told you one definition of vasana is that which makes you act without bothering about the pros and cons. That is being defined as vasana. Because the vasanas are so strong, it has become your second alter ego. It takes the decision and it works immediately with raw things. Just as when you are sleeping, when somebody comes and just touches your feet, you immediately withdraw. The matter has not gone to the brain has not given any listen, there is no time. The moment you touch it withdraws. So this is what we call the reflex action. So the same reflex action happens in the case of the vasana. So this is with reference to Athakena Prayuktoyam Papam Charati Purusha. Arjuna asks, who is it that makes a man do his crime? Why? A very, very ordinary man, a man who is even a saint sometimes commits a crime. So why does it happen? At that time it looks Anichanda Vivartaya. He doesn't want. He is most unwilling. But something that just kill him. We have to remind him. Just there, the court, take it. So Anichanda Vivartaya. Baladi, it looks as if some devil has come and sat inside him and then tells him, come on. So Baladi will use as if something, some devilish is forcing him to act. So why does it happen? So then he said, Kamayesha Kodesha. These are all in the Yogura, which contains Kama and Krodha, desires and anger. Then there your main enemies. That is why your meditation is not set rightly. That is why you are unable to proceed in your spiritual thing. You may do 20,000 times japa, it is of no use unless you take away this thing. Kama and Krodha. Your desires and this has to go. These are all part of the culture. Very big people. They are all, this year comes. Smallest desire. I have given 1,000 rupees with you, Mr. Narayan. So you please keep it. Whenever I require, I will take it from you. I have given 1,000 rupees to him. You also keep it. Whenever I require, I take it. The moment I come and ask you, please give me 100 rupees. You don't like to part with it. Your first question will be, why didn't you take from him? You have given him also 1,000 rupees. How are you concerned? When once I have given you, it is your duty to give me that. Absolutely, this is non-spiritual. This is what is called godliness. You are not even aware of it. That it is your attachment which makes you ask the question. The question should not be asked by any spiritual man at all. What is the good thing? You understand?
Yes, exactly.
1,000 each. I have given. But now you cannot do it.
But is it true that what you're saying is that on a higher level, on a spiritual level, spiritual progress is not made until purification of the mind.
Purification of the mind, you have to go into yourself every second. Whatever you think is all wrong. So ponder, ponder and ponder. And the one method is to hear it again and again clearly. But your nature will not allow. Suppose you can tell Mr. Narayana, say, this is wrong. This is my mother. I am hostile. You are not God. Yes, 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 I don't want. Yes, yes, I know, but I don't. You should hear. If I tell it 1,000 times, you hear patiently. That is required for your problem. The moment you are not aware, it is your ajnana, it is your devilish tendency which prevents you even from hearing it. You don't want to hear it. Yes, yes, I understand. You cannot understand. It has to go inside. Let it be asked 1,000 times. Yes. Yes. This is spirituality. Not that moment, yes, 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 I did wrong. No. You should ask. That is important. These are all the things minor. These are the major ones which do not allow you to progress. Have that absolute nisangatva in you. Even when you ask your money, if you want to give it freely, when will you give it back? You require this much. What for? Our youth said, he wants 100 rupees. Either you give or say no. No. You will ask also question, Swamiji, आपको तो पैसे की जरूरत नहीं और परसों भी somebody gave me 200, उसका क्या हुआ? See, all these things are So, we don't understand how worldly we are. How worldly we are. We think that we have reached a state. I made only a small mistake. It is not so. You are making bigger and bigger mistakes. When a mistake is pointed out, even if it does 20,000 because of the old age, you hear it. It is required for your growth. Patiently you hear it. That was spirituality. Simply saying, oh God, will not do it. Every man you have to be careful. Oh, that's not. You have to tell me what happened. Somebody said, I not only that, we imagine more than what happened. We much more beautiful. Imagine. Supposing anybody see, because I go to this Narayan, see, you have no need to ask me or to give me the money. See, immediately give it to me. She had come with the idea, I will attend for 2 minutes, I go, he has got a work. But I will be saying, see, even when he was going, I saw his face. It is not at all for that. I am imagining that himself. I am imagining he is angry. Not at all, he has got his work. Never imagine till it is proved. Even if the man has done something wrongly, you understand it straight away. Go. Unless he comes and again he says, no, I told it specifically to offend you. Even then you say that you have nothing to offend you. So everywhere you have to see yourself. Every minute you look at yourself, don't look at others.
So this introspection is a way of holding the reins.
It's essential. It is part of our spirituality. More than you do the japa, introspect, and then you do the japa. You have to be clean. Otherwise, when the japa goes into the air. See, your body is not prepared to accept, your body is not prepared to soak anything. We said japa is going to soak inside. So first we make it fully ready to take anything. All effort, all abuses, all advice, wrong or right, without protest. Then the japa also. So to make it capable of soaking. Otherwise when it is dry, it will dissolve. The japa also will start.
You know I'm going to ask this next question. How? Make it.
See, requires the grace of the Guru, the grace of the Lord. And after hearing all such things, if Mr. Narayan Singh is going to refine himself, oh, in future I will not ask Swamiji, his 1,000 rupees, I will keep it whenever he wants, I will give it. I will not ask him what for you to wear. All these things. So it is for him to do it. Then like the Atma Kripa comes. Without that, no amount of any kripa can do. That it has to come from you after hearing it. See, first you didn't know. When else you have come to know, you put it into practice. Who can put it into practice? Not I. So, Kamesh in this context, he says, now, how to quell that Kama in growth? How to quell that desire? Here, Kama is the same term which is used for all desires and lust and passion also. Because they believe that a passion for a gulab jamun is as bad as a passion for a girl. There is no difference. Passion is a passion. Desire is a desire. Vasana is a vasana. It doesn't matter whether the vasana is for gulab jamun or rasgulla. You cannot say, no, my desire for small save is only a small thing, there is nothing big. While when I want a watermelon, it is more, it is bigger than this. The vasana for watermelon is bigger. The vasana for this is small. There is not equal. It doesn't depend upon the item. It depends on the quality. The quality is the same for a material object. What does it matter what it is? That is why both are. One is as bad as the other. What we think is, no, I never look at hamburgers. But all sometimes my tongue goes for eatables and all. It is as bad. Take it. These are all things people don't try to think. There is a picture. So, the way in which you can quell these desires and the kopa is, you cannot do it yourself. So, what you have to do, when you are a small kingdom, when all the various enemies around, they are all coming to attack you, the only way is find out one big kingdom whose king you can become friendly. Somehow or other you please him by offering your daughter in marriage to his son, or by going on saying, oh, you are the one who will protect me, I know you are a very good person, so I always love you, invite him to your house, you go to his house, be with him. So by constantly cultivating his company and all that, you try to get him to side you. Then with that mighty combination alive, you can conquer both. So he says, how to find out? There are so many kingdoms. So which kingdom? So you analyze those kingdoms. What are all the kingdoms around me? Number one is, I have got the various objects of the world. And for looking at things, I got TV, I got so many other things, all these things. So many objects of that, for sight, for hearing, for tasting, for everything, for touching, there are ever so many things. Then you have got the indriyas, the various senses which only absorb those indriyas. Right? Then over that is the mind. Over the mind is the intellect. So, you analyze who is bigger. Now, how do you know who is the bigger in these things? The one which controls, which makes somebody else work, he is bigger than the worker. If I am a boss, I make a servant work, then I am greater than that. Right? So that is called the pravartakatva, where you induce another to work. So that means the one which makes other work, that is called the one who wanted others work. He is superior to the person who works at that. Now, all these objects are there. How do you know these objects are here? Who is the one who reveals it to you, in whose light you can see? Naturally, that is superior. So, prakashakatva, pravartakatva. That which can reveal the other things, that which induces the other things to work. Now, the Vishya's effects you will not know unless you hear it with your ears, unless you see it with your eyes. So, naturally, the Indriyas are those which not only reveal them, which make those objects function. The function of the objects you understand only through these things, so naturally they are superior. So the Indriyas are superior to those things. Indriyani Parantyati. Now, who is able to make these Indriyas work? It is the mind. My eyes will be open. Mr. Narayan Singh comes and sits here. I will not know because my mind is elsewhere. After 15 minutes, oh, Aapka bhai, when did you come? So, it is the mind which reveals your Indriyas. It is that makes them function. If the mind was not there, neither eyes can see, nor the ears can hear, so pravartakatva. And who knows that my eye is seeing, my ear is hearing? The one who understands them all, that is again the mind. So, the mind is greater than the Indriyas. Indriyabhyam paramana. Now, the mind is only a clerk, can put the papers. He can only say, let me do, let me not do. I can do it this way, I can do it that way. Who is decide for it? The decision is given by your intellect. That sees the previous precedence. It draws it from Chitta, how the previous case was decided, and then he says, I will decide this way. Yes, we can go to Malsar. It is the Buddhi which takes the decision. So it is the intellect, intellectually only you understand your mind. Oh, my mind is not thinking of bad thoughts. Who is thinking of this? Your mind is thinking of bad thoughts. Who is aware of it? Your intellect. Oh, my mind is now well set. It is very peaceful. Who is looking at the mind whether it is peaceful? It is the intellect. So the intellect is the final one who takes the decision. It is greater than the mind. Then that means Buddhi is the greatest? No. Who gave all these powers to the Buddhi, to the mind, to the Indriyas, and all these things? There is only one supreme power from which a little electricity has come. So one electricity makes your mixie work. The other electricity makes your transistor work. The other electricity makes a grinding machine work. So all these things are from that. So that supreme electricity, that God, He is the biggest of all. Jo buddhe paratas tuskaha. The one who is beyond all the intellect. Where the intellect cannot approach, where the indriyas cannot approach, where the object cannot approach, where the mind cannot approach, He is beyond all. He is the one who has lent one drop of His power to all these things. Lord, I bow to Thee. So you go and take His friendship, you bring Him. Then what happens? Evam buddhe param buddha. Now that you know that beyond all the intellect, He is the mightiest, I will take His help. Now you understand it? Then samsthabya, atmanam atmana. It is not enough to know. You should get into contact with Him and continuously you should try to be in contact with Him. Otherwise, why should He come and help you?
This is 43.
This is 43. Atmanam atmana samsthabya. So with yourself, you join yourself with yourself. That is with the God. So you join with Him, firmly you establish your friendship with Him, you show that you are loving Him for Himself, you don't want anything from Him, constantly think of Him, every week you go on daily, morning and evening, ringing Him and asking, how are you sir, how are you sir, how are you sir? So, Atmanam, Atmana Samsthabya. Samsthabya means uniting yourself with Him in this sense. Through your mind, through your action, completely. Then what happens? Jahi Shatrum. Now he is yours. This fellow Kama and Krodha cannot do anything with you. The moment you are united, on seeing that he is your friend, Kama will leave, Krodha will leave. No, man, he is a big shot now. His friend is, the USA is his friend. So, the Russia will fly away. Jahi Shatrum Mahabaho. So, kill the enemy. Kama Rupam Durasana. Who is that enemy? Kama Rupam. He comes in the form of desire. Why he comes in the form of desire and who is he then? He is mainly ignorance. So the ignorance comes in various forms to kill you. It It comes as kama, it comes as krodha, it comes as moha, it comes, all these are the various forms of ajnana. They pride in ajnana. It is that which is elaborating itself into all these things.
Is this implying, we're actually saying for sure, this kama rupa, you can't tackle him. You'll just get an argument, it'll become a big fight, you'll just get exhausted, you've got to contact the boss.
This already started, he said, Baladiva Niyojitaha, I can't help it, it comes and takes over, takes position, it becomes an obsession, takes a position, I am made to do it. So it's not allowing you anything at all. So that means you cannot tackle. It is that which has tackled you, that which has made you commit a crime, knowingly that if I do it, I will be caught by the police. You don't want to do it, still it doesn't. That means it was superior to you. That is why he has now given you, this is the only way.
So is it through Maya that you think you can overpower the desire, and therefore you try to hold on to it, and you empower it instead of defusing it?
So that is why then what will happen? See, they are the foxes. So if you don't make your friendship with the lion, your fox's friendship is never permanent. It will let you down one day. So yes, suppose you join with Kama, you indulge yourself. What is going to happen one day? All your power of thinking will go away. All your indulge will go away. And you will come to a stage when you are 100 years old, you will be thinking of it and you will be only worrying, I am not capable of doing anything, my tongue, I cannot do anything, I will get attention, I like it so much, but I can't know how to eat. So what a pitiable condition which you have reduced yourself by joining person. So you have, he is really your enemy. Even if he extends his hand of friendship, don't catch it. It is not a hand of friendship, it is a hand of enemy. That is why he is first telling you who is your enemy, and then he says how to overcome. Kamarupam Durasadam. See, Durasadam means the one whom you cannot approach. He is such an enemy whom it is impossible for you to approach unless you take his friendship. That's why Durasadam they are putting there. He comes in various forms. You will never know him even. Today in the form of karma, tomorrow in the form of greed, day after tomorrow in the form of disobedience to your father, to your mother, to your guru, to all the elders. He may come in any form. You never know.
He can even take a form in the guise of something spiritual.
Yeah, it can. That's why Kama-rupam. Kama-rupam has got two meanings. Kama-rupam means to come in the form of Kama, we say. Kama-rupam has got another meaning. The one who is capable of taking any form he likes at his will. This is the second meaning for this about this.
Spiritual progress can be a kama-rupa.
So it can be a kama-rupa. It can take any form. There's got two meanings. Kama-rupa. You will go to the second meaning here.
So you don't deal with him.
You can't. You can't. Because if you could deal with him, you would never have succumbed to them, you would never have committed the crime at all. So now that once you come to the crime, you are afraid that fellow may come and ask you to do. So now at least you wake up.
So there's no such thing as self-reformation. Transformation is the only thing, and it only is God's grace.
His compassion will come when Tesham Satata Yuktana, be constantly. Is all that one.
But even though there is no self-reformation, there is a thing as self-purification.
Because reformation comes if you are fundamentally you are born back. No, I am born pure, I am everything. The entire thing, the death which has come over me. I am a pure golden idol. So, what you have to do is you can't reform this. The idol has become completely so many oil of Viveka, so much of dahi and all that, so much of dust has come over it, it has become black. So the only way is take a coconut fiber and serve it.